All right, so welcome. My name is Marlena. I am a historic interpreter at Mission San Luis, but in another lifetime in 1703, my name is Inez Rodriguez. And what Mission San Luis is, it is, of course, it's a mission. So it is established by the Spanish to introduce Catholicism to the native peoples, the Apalachee, and introduce them to Christianity. What makes San Luis more interesting and of much more value to the Spanish is that where it's located, this is very, very farmable land. And in places like San Agustin, not so much. And so this area becomes a major source of food to San Agustin. Within San Luis, you also have where commonly referred to by people and travelers as FSU's stadium. There's actually a tributary of the St. Mark's River, which means that San Luis has access to the Gulf Coast and a lot of trade passes through here as well. And for the Spanish, this area is considered something of the capital of this western region. So in addition to the trade and food, and of course the religious emphasis, within the mission, you have the Spanish and the Apalachee, and you have the buildings on this particular site reflecting all of the different concerns. The council house where we are is the major building of the Apalachee. So this is the major gathering area, and this is really the center of the community. So the council house functions as the place where the chief will meet with his council on some of the high benches we have in the center, talking about everything that goes into running the village, the planting schedules, the preparing of ceremonies. We are at war with the English at this point and their Creek allies, so are there villages that have been burned down, and where are they, and how concerned should we be? And of course, complaints the Apalachee have about the Spanish, and there are a few, especially with the Spanish cows from the cattle ranches always getting into the Apalachee farms and not being moved. That'll get brought up here. You'll also have travelers who are passing through can stay the night in the outer benches. Whether you're a Spanish merchant, whether you're an Apalachee from further away and you just missed the chief and don't want to go home in the dark, you could stay here. But all the Apalachee have their own homes outside of the council house. And the other major part is that you have a fire in the center, and the fire can get up as large as, but not larger than 13 feet across, and it represents the spirits of their ancestors. And so it's a focal point for a lot of ceremonial dancing and other rituals. So although no one lives in here, this is really regularly used and very important to the community, so much so that, you know, you'll have the roof is made out of palm. They'll be regularly rethatching that, and some of the limbs in the center they'll be replacing, because of course, what is treated wood. So in short, that is sort of the council house and its role at the mission.